Hi all, this is Deepak. Hope you all are doing well. Today in this video we are going to see how to set up and install PostgreSQL, how to create database and tables and execute queries in that. So before we start with setup and installation part, so let us understand what is the PostgreSQL in just few words. Okay, PostgreSQL is a world most advanced open source database managed by open source community. It is an object oriented database that is fully ACID compliant and highly extensible. With the word highly extensible, it means that the community can add features and capabilities on top of existing features and capabilities on need basis. Because of its extensibility, PostgreSQL offers a wide variety of built-in data types like JSON, XML, H2R, flexible indexing, full text search, and many more items. It runs on all major operating systems like Linux, Unix, and Windows operating system. It works with the programming languages like PLSQL, Java, Python, Ruby, C++, Perl, .NET, and there are many more languages. You can see the list. So this is about the short introduction of PostgreSQL. Let us start with the setup and the installation part. Let me open the Google. We can type download Postgre for Windows, and here we can see the first link. We can click on that. Here we can see the various versions of Postgre, and here is the link to download the installer. We can click on this. Now you can see the list of atoms. Here are the various versions of Postgres and their respective operating system installers for Linux, Mac, and Windows. So we are interested in Windows, so we can click on this to download the setup for this version, Postgres version 16.3. I will not install this because I have already installed it for us. So let me open that in. Okay, so here is I have already installed. So I will install it. I will run the setup to install the Postgre. Click on X. Click on Next. Here is the default folder where it will get installed. If you want to install it in some other folder, you can change it. Click Next. These are the components which will get installed. We want PostgreSQL server, pgadmin, command line tools, stack builder. We are not going to install now, so we can uncheck this and click Next. And here is the folder where our data will get stored. This is the data folder. As per your original folder, this data folder will get created at there. So we can click on Next. Here we can type the password for super user. We can click on Next. The port, we can use any other port which is not in use, or we can just use the default one, which is 5432. Click on Next, and here we can select the our database cluster. Right now we are going to go with the default, so we can click on Next. And these are the installation details. You can cross check it once and click on Next. Now it is ready to install. You can click on Next. The installation is about to complete. Yes, we can click on Finish to complete the installation. And I think we are done with our PostgreSQL installation. Now we can go to search and we can search for PG admin 4. This is the managing tool which provides the interface for Postgres with which we can create the database. So we can create the tables inside that and we can execute the queries. We can enter the password which we have set while the setup while at the time of installation. You can see this is the default database Postgres, inside which we have schema folder, inside that we have public folder, and inside which we have table folder. So inside this table we can create any table we want, but for now we are going to create a new database. We are not going to use the default Postgres database. Here we can use create and click on database. Here we can give name for our database, like let's say product master. Click on save. You can see the product master is created. Okay, so here we can go with schema. Inside schema we have public folder inside which we have table. Now herein we can create our table with name as an product, and we can create columns. Here we can add column first with the product ID with data type as a serial, because we want it to be incremented by 1 every time we add the product. We can make it as a product primary key. Next we can add product name. This is the varchar. We can select the character varying, and the length we can give 255, and this is the not null. Primary key again not null. Now next column we can add as an category. Here again data type we can add as an character varying, length as in 255. We can make it as a not null, and last column we can add as an brand. We can select data type as a varchar, and here we can mention the length and make it not null. So we have added 4 columns. Likewise we can add as many columns as we want. We can save it. Yes, you can see the product table is created inside database product master with 4 columns which we have just created: product ID, product name, category, and brand. Now we can create the uh, we can create insert the data inside that. Let us execute the queries on this table. So first of all we can run the select script. As the table is empty, so it will not show any data which is expected. Now we will go for the insert script. Inside this we can add the entries, like first is the product ID, next is the product name, let's say PRD1, next is a category, let's say cat1, and last is the brand, let's say BRD1. We can execute this query. Yes, the query is successfully executed. Now we can go with the select query and check it. Yes, we can see the first entry is added. We can add one more entry with product ID 2 and PRD2, category 2, and BRD2. Yes, we can see the second product is added successfully. Now once we execute the select query, it should show the 2 products with the last entry which we have just added. so it is reflecting as expected. Now we can delete the product using the script, update the product using script update product. Herein, we can set the where clause with product id is equal to 2. We are going to update the second record with product id 2. We are not going to update the product id because it's primary key. Now herein we can update the product name, and let's say it's a prd. We can append double 2. For category, again we can add cat double 2, and for brand again we can add prd double 2. Okay, so now the existing entry for this one is prd2, cat2 and brd2. We have just appended double 2 for everywhere. We can execute. Yes, we have the update query is successfully executed. Now we can go to the uh, select query and check. Yes, the record is updated successfully, which is as expected. Now we can try for delete script, and herein we need to pass the product id in where clause, which is enough. Let's say we want to delete the product id 2, so second entry will get deleted with this query. So it is successfully executed. Now we can go back to select query and cross check it once. Now there should be only first entry. Yes, which is as expected. With this, we have covered all the points which we have discussed at the start of the video. So as a recap, what we have seen, we have uh, introduced what is Postgres and what is its importance and usage in just few words. Next, we have downloaded this installer. We have installed it successfully on our system for Windows operating system. Next, we have opened the pgadmin tool to create database table and execute queries. Inside that we have created product master. Inside that we have created product master as a database. Inside that we have created product as a table with 4 columns like product id, name, category and brand, and we have executed all the CRUD operations like select, update, insert and delete queries. So all these things we have covered. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do like and subscribe the same. Thank you so much.